The legend that is Efren Reyes was up next, with an expectant and adoring public behind him. The pre-tournament favorite is tied at 4 apiece in his match against American Tony Crosby, originally from Manchester in the north of England. This is rack 9.
Tony's kind of lost the cue a bit there, but has he got a channel for that one to drop into the bottom right hand, I wonder?
Well,
top right as we're looking here at this shot. Will that go?
Boy, that is so tight.
There is a channel. I wonder if it'll drop bottom right as we look. And if he gets it, can he get himself over to position on the 2, which is
well, that's the thing.
to the left?
If he goes, yeah, there's the channel. He's got a shot, but if he goes for it, he'd like to have a way to play safe also if he misses, and there's just no way to do that and get shape on the 2.
Hello.
Hello.
He went for something else.
Well,
he kind of snatched at his chalk there as if he's a bit frustrated that he's come up with the shot and yet left himself stuck on the rail.
Yeah, he's left himself on the rail. He'd love to be able to stop his cue ball here, and to do that, he's going to have to jack way up on the cue stick, and that greatly reduces your odds of making the shot. Well, he needs this shot very, very badly. This, if not, this could be the miss of the match. Oh, he's made
it brilliantly. He's played that superbly.
Still, he's not in line with an easy shot, and that's where he's trying to get, where he has an easy shot, so that he can plot out the rest of the table with some control.
At the risk of repeating myself, Jerry, that last shot reminded me again. He played that like a snooker shot.
Right.
Just, you can see the background, can't you?
Yeah.
Just a controlled, slow roll. And at the back of his mind, the knowledge that if he lets Reyes up to the table, it could be the moment that the magician gets his nose in front for the first time in the match. So he's got to stay in control of this. And at 4-all in a race to 8, you can't blame him for taking a lot of time with this one. He's got to get it right. And
as he does, let us remind you to stay with us. The very next match features a real sharpshooter, Darren Appleton. And he's playing the Prince of Brunei. How often do you see royalty on a pool table?
The Crown Prince, indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah. He'll take that.
Well, now he's in line. Now he should be able to control the table. And he's overrun his shot. You know, it often happens. You see these guys make one tough shot after another, and they finally get an easy shot, and they lose their concentration. Needs to roll. And does. And again, the crowd gives a nice, polite round of applause.
I don't know too much about the other fellas in this group. Radoslav Babica of Poland and Roy Pancho of Indonesia, but I imagine if they're watching this match, they're thinking, boy, this is going to be tough for either of us to get out of this group.
Well, Babica has had some very good performances in World Championships earlier. The last few years, he hasn't done that much. They call him the choir boy, and you'll see why when you see him. Tony Crosby holds serve. Now leads 5-4.
And that was a high-pressure rack. Crosby held his nerve and kept his game together and stays in front.
That was quite a shot right there.
I just get the feeling, Jerry, regardless of what happens in this match, if Crosby maintains this standard throughout, he is going to qualify, and he may do some damage in the elimination phase as well.
Absolutely.
Nobody's going to want to be drawing his name out of the hat if they do get to the round of 64.
He's definitely what you would call an up-and-coming pool player.
And we always look at these useful dark horses. Remember, 2 of the last 3 years this championship's been won by somebody who nobody really regarded going in. Remember Torsten Homan winning in Cardiff, and Wu Cha-Ching. Nobody thought at 16 you could possibly win the thing.
Right.
That cue ball took an almighty great kick up the table.
And this table is pretty ugly.
And everybody wants the shot of Efren Reyes at the table. Not everybody remembers to turn the flash off.
Well, so many of these new small automatic digital cameras, many people don't know how to turn the flash off. It's not easy.
I'm one of them. He's not happy. Not happy one little bit. There's why. And he can't blame a flash camera for that.
Yeah, but you know, there's an awful lot of work left to be done on this table. He can't be too frustrated. I mean, he's got to play this shot so that he gets on the 2 ball in a way that allows him to get back down where he's standing now for the 3. And he doesn't have a full pocket here with which to work. Well, he's made the 1. He's going to have to really put some draw on this ball to get back down for the 3.
Would he be thinking at any point to try and develop that nasty little cluster that he's got going there, that 5-7?
Well, he's going to have to move it on the next shot.
Let's see if he can get to it at all. Has he got an angle there?
Well,
will that cut?
It'll cut into the side, but I'm not sure it allows him then to run into that cluster like he needs to. Perhaps it does. Now, if he banks it, he can go right into the cluster. Oh, he's played the safe. Smart shot.
That was smart, wasn't it? Because look at the barrier that has been erected. And as good a safety player as Efren Reyes is, that's a tough one. The only negative for Crosby, he still didn't develop that. That is still standing there as a bit of a headache. But what a smart shot to play.
Yeah, I'd much rather be in Crosby's shoes right now than Efren's. Well, let's see what kind of magic the magician has for us here. A 3-rail shot and just barely misses making contact.
That's not quite the disaster that 1 or 2 in the crowd clearly thought it was, because there's still that problem of the 5-7 to get solved. And whoever wants to win this rack is going to have to solve that puzzle.
Well, with ball in hand, he can place this cue ball wherever he wishes and develop whatever angle he wants on that 5. Well, big shot. And we've seen so many in this match.
Look at these little adjustments he's making from ball in hand. Still not quite happy. That's the 4th or 5th little adjustment he's made. And now another one.
Well, it's so critical. You can't just hit the balls. You know, you've got to hit them so that you develop a shot on the 5. Uh-oh.
He's in trouble on that.
Yeah, he needed a little fuller hit. I can't see whether that 5 will slide past the 7 into the side pocket. Even if it does, Nigel Reese is going to be watching him like a hawk for a double hit. It might be better to, play down for a safe and leave the 5 behind the 7. Nigel gets in position to watch for the double.
Oh,
I'm impressed.
that's a great shot.
Had that cue vertical.
That is a great shot from Tony Crosby.
Take a look at this.
Jerry, no way would I ever claim to be any kind of expert on this game, but what I'm seeing from Tony Crosby here, you're looking at a guy that is very assured on a 9-ball table.
Oh, yes.
This guy's got all the shots. Because he didn't pick that last one up, was not picked up on a snooker table. That's all 9-ball.
You know, a lot of these guys have all the shots, but the mental strength and the composure is what I'm really impressed with on Tony here.
Sharp intake of breath there from Crosby, because that one thought twice about dropping, but he should now be okay for 6-4, and he breaks next. Some of this applause that Tony Crosby's been getting might start drying up if this carries on.
I tell you, right now he's got this crowd falling silent.
They didn't come here to see this. They came here to see the great man, but it's Tony Crosby that's impressed everybody with what he's done here so far.
Well, he's certainly impressing me.
6-4 and breaking next.
Heavy advantage, that score line, 6-4 and a race to 8.
This is the shot. What a gem.
Beautiful shot. Very easy to foul on that shot, because if your stick hits the cue ball twice, you've given up ball in hand.
Well, if their hero's going to do it, he's going to have to come from behind now. It's a race to 8. 6-4, the American in front. And with a chance now, if he can hold his nerve and get reasonable fortune on his break, to get on the hill. But he has had a dry break in this match.
Leading 6 racks to 4.
Well, Crosby will be telling himself, well, 1 dry rack, you're not going to get 2. And there's been very few dry racks on this table so far. That may be the only one, in fact. Let's see if that wing ball drops, and it does.
So does the 1. He's got to play for a shot on the 3 now. No, the 2, excuse me. Pardon me.
And whether that 2's path to the pocket is obscured by the 8, I'm not sure. We can't quite get the angle on that. Check out where that 2 and 8's going. Look.
Oh, yes, he has a problem. And you know, okay, he's okay now. I thought he was going to get out of his pace there for a minute and get down on the shot too quickly, but he's back studying it now.
Can he bounce off that 2 and put the 8 down?
He could carry him, but I think he's going to go for the combination, because he winds up with the 8-ball blocking the 2. Now, however, Efren has a fairly easy carom on the 8-ball. He'll strike the 2 first and put the 8 in the corner, unless he decides to prove me a fool and bank the 2 ball back into the corner. Needs that ball to bounce.
Has it bounced enough?
Oh boy, no sir.
Is there a bank on side pocket?
Well, there is, but he's going to
maybe top right.
I think he's going to go ahead and cut it down into the top left corner. That gives him shape on the 3, but it's a no gimme. This is a tough shot.
The thing is with Reyes, you look at a table when you're watching a Reyes match, and you just broaden your scope, because there's shots that he could come up with that very few other people could.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. He's going to look for that very fine cut.
Well, what do we know?
He goes for the bank instead and doesn't get it.
I'm surprised he went for that. I really am.
The question is, can Tony Crosby thread the needle here? Does that pass the 3 that looks like it may be blocking, and the 4, because they're very much in the vicinity, both of them. But strange choice there from Reyes, as you say.
Right now, everything going Tony's way, and wow. This rack, if he finishes through this rack, he'll be on the hill. Reyes still stuck at 4.
What have we said throughout the tournament? That the way this format is, that all the groups now are 4 men in each group, and they all play each other once. The top 2 will qualify. So if you lose your first match, you're basically in a can't lose again situation.
Absolutely.
Reyes will step up next time, knowing that he could be one more loss away from going out.
Right. Then even he may feel some heat.
Even he may decide, yeah. Hello, that's tracking back a little bit too far for comfort, is it?
No,
He's
no.
got the angle, yeah.
He needed that for the angle.
Yeah.
Oh boy, the butterflies must be really having a picnic in Crosby's stomach right now.
Against the best player this sport has ever produced, Tony Crosby, with a 9 here, puts himself on the hill. The applause is stilted, let's put it that way. Nothing against this man. I think these fans respect what he's doing here, but this is not what they've come to see. Tony Crosby on the hill against the magician. Well, if he makes another uncharacteristic shot choice, we could close the book on this match.
Yeah, but you know what? We better not close the door on Reyes too quickly.
But he has to break serve on both of the Crosby breaks now, and that is a tall order.
That's a very tall order.
You're basically putting yourself in a position now of trusting that a bit of luck goes your way.
Efren Reyes to break.
First of all, he's got to take care of his part of the deal. Get himself a decent break. And the wing ball goes down. He's more or less in the middle of the table.
And he does have a shot on the 1.
So, but did you hear, Jerry? This is a really good break. Not one ripple of applause, because these fans are sitting on their hands at the moment.
They're nervous.
Yeah.
Well, if you have to bet on someone to come from behind, bet on Reyes.
The only small cloud on this particular table is the 6-7 that are together, but I mean, there's so many different ways that Reyes could attack that 6.
Yeah.
It really shouldn't present any kind of problem for him at all.
No, he should be able to go right through this rack. Well, if he's worried, you'd never know it.
No. It's almost like he's decided, right, I'm going to run my rack. Come on, Tony, come up and beat me. Put the pressure on, yeah.
Right. If you can beat me, more power to you.
And he is gracious in defeat, isn't he?
Very,
yeah,
always.
He's not a sour loser.
No, not at all. He wins well and he loses well.
Absolutely inexplicable.
I have no explanation to offer for that.
We're all lost for words. This defies belief. You see it, you don't believe it.
And you can't say that ball skidded because he missed it too badly for that to be just a skid.
And did you see Crosby's reaction there? As if to say, I'm up next. He was planning for his break.
Right.
Settle down.
Well, there you go, Tony Crosby. 2 balls to claim the scalp of Efren Reyes. No pressure. And he's overcut it. That's what pressure does.
I'm telling you.
It was racing through his mind, wasn't it? You could see it. I've got this for the match.
Right. That
And he
one
snatched
shot.
at it. And Reyes is out of jail. And they'll cheer the roof off here with relief. Their man is still in this.
Take a
but
listen.
Goodness knows how. Well, we know Reyes has a short memory. I wonder what Tony Crosby's memory's like. He's going to have to put that one to the back of his mind quickly. That was a shocking miss. This rack not about Reyes at all until he had that uncharacteristic miss on the 8 that really said game, set and match. That was it. It's all over. But then Crosby overcooks his cut and Reyes stays alive. Amazing.
It is amazing. But I don't expect Crosby to be upset by that. I mean, we've seen his mental strength throughout this match. I think he'll come right back, be just fine.
Honestly, looking back now, mentally he was ready for his break. Because he didn't think he was getting up at the table there.
Right.
And suddenly he found himself there, and Reyes, well, he's still in it, isn't he? Because when you can pull out a shot like that, look at what he does with that cue ball. Any time you let him up to the table,
Rack 13, Tony Crosby to break.
he could do that kind of damage. And that's what's going through Crosby's mind right now. Close the deal right here. He would get another chance if he doesn't here, but would you want to break for the match on a hill-hill match against Efren Reyes?
Well, he's not going to be overly pleased with this. He was hoping to have an easier shot on the 1. But the 1 certainly goes right into the side pocket. You can see how these balls set up on the break shot. He's got a full open pocket in that side pocket. The problem is navigating the traffic to get to the 2 ball.
If he does, Jerry, he should clean up.
He should. But if he doesn't, oh, the weight will get so heavy.
You don't want Efren Reyes snapping at your heels. This is a huge shot. And he's choked again.
Uh-oh.
Now, where's that going? Is he going to get lucky?
He did indeed, I believe. I don't think there's an alley there. Not a full alley.
And maybe I'm a bit harsh to say he choked there because that wasn't the easiest shot.
Well, it was a shot he should have made.
Yeah. And looking at that angle, and Reyes has got the perfect angle on it. Sometimes these camera angles can be deceiving. Reyes is looking straight down the barrel there and saying, does it go? And from his reaction,
I think he just told us.
yeah.
Too much distance to try a jump, but Efren is the master of masse. He can swerve that ball just a little bit to clear that 5.
With the knowledge also that if you leave it standing, that could be your last shot of the match.
Right. Well, now he is going to go over the edge of the 5.
Hello, what's happening
Now,
here?
now he needs a roll, and I think he's going to get it.
It's an easy kick.
Well, it is, but you have to, if you come off the backside of that 1 ball, the cue ball is going to be headed right for a scratch in the corner. So you've got to hit it pretty full. Where you'd like, I mean, the easiest kick would be to drive the cue ball into a rail that doesn't exist because the side pocket's there. So he's got a little work to do here. Oh, what a shot. Write him off as being in a tough situation, and he comes up with a miracle like this.
That's sensational.
Certainly is.
He's got another tough one, though, now with the 2. But if he can sink this and get position on the 3, the winning post comes into view.
You know, with that kind of shot making, you have to say that Crosby deserves this match.
And you've got to go for that kind of shot against Reyes. You're not going to tiptoe through a match with him.
No, you're not going to win a safety battle with him. Oh, but
this isn't easy.
No, this is a tougher shot into the side pocket than the 8-ball he missed in the last rack.
And I wonder if that's on his mind. Not only has he got to make the shot, he's got to get position on that red 3.
He's decided to play a safety. I do not blame him a bit.
Oh, has he got away with it?
Yes, he has.
Got to give it to this crowd, Jerry. They appreciate their pull.
Yep. And I'm going to appreciate if Reyes makes a hit on this ball.
If he doesn't, it's ball in hand for the American. But even from there, how's he going to get that 2 down?
Well, he won't. He'll play for another safety, and then he could play for that 3 foul rule, because if Reyes can't hit it 3 times in a row, it's loss of game.
Yeah, this is a tough one, and
he chose to make the table a little bit tougher, although I'm not certain that he did that.
He clearly wanted nothing to do with getting up there, because he's realized that Tony's got enough problems as it is.
You know, what he's done is made Tony's path to a really lock-up safety tougher by putting the 9-ball there. Just wants to barely feather off that 2. He didn't really want to run into that, and he certainly doesn't want it to fall. Oh my goodness. Now he's got to play himself out of his own safety.
Thank you.
Luck has really turned into Reyes' corner.
Oh, what an extraordinary rack this is turning out to be. Just when you think Efren's in deep trouble, Tony's come up with this. He did not need that.
Not in the least. Golly, when you think about the odds of that happening.
The irony is he's got a sight on that pink, but there's a high risk of on the blue, excuse me. There's a risk of a scratch, so he's had to put a lot of English on that. And this is bouncing out. And that's trouble for Reyes, for Crosby, I suspect.
Yeah, Reyes has a clear shot into the corner.
Well, that one went straight into the heart of the pocket.
Reyes just taking a moment to plot out the rest of the table. He knows that he's missed some shots in the past few games that he should not have. He doesn't want that to reoccur. So many times you'll see the players play for position in the center of the table.
Well, I wonder how much Tony Crosby is sitting in his chair stewing on this.
Oh.
He was up at 7-4 with 2 balls to win the match. He's had the break here to win the match. and neither opportunity has fallen for him. And now it's 7-6, and Reyes up next to join him on the hill. We got a few more twists and turns in this one.
Yeah, you can never put Reyes in the grave early. You know what we haven't seen all day is a golden break.
Wouldn't that be timely?
Final rack, Tony Crosby to break.
Whether or not he wins this match, Tony Crosby has certainly won some friends here.
He's won some friends. He's made a lot of fans.
He's got something down. Where's the cue ball going? Where's the one going? That's the big question.
Ooh. This could have worked out a lot better for Tony than what he has here. Efren gets up to take a look. But he's in control of the table. What he can't do is play too quickly here. He's got to plan the table through. And
oh, did he play for safety?
He played it safe.
And is he going to get away with it?
Yes, he has. That's showing remarkable good humor under the pressure of this situation.
Hey, you're in the World Championship on the #1 table, playing the best player in the world. Hey, go and enjoy it. And he has.
Settle down then, please.
Well, we've seen this man work miracles before. He needs one now.
Well, he's made the contact that he needed.
Yeah, but he's not happy with that at all.
And Tony Crosby might have just thrown this match away.
Well, you're right, he might have, but there's a lot of work to be done. This is not an easy layout. Of course, neither was the last one.
And he made that a cakewalk. But that was not a good shot from Tony Crosby. Full view of this ball. And he's up and running.
Tough, tough. To make that 4-ball in the side, which will be the third shot coming up, he's got to get in a real tight window between the 5 and the 7 when he plays the 3. But if he can do that, this rack is his.
This is the shot, isn't it?
This is the shot.
This is effectively the shot for the match. Where's that ball coming out to? He wants it to stop. I think he may just have got away with that.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
It's close, isn't it? It's close.
The look on Efren's face says he's not happy with it.
Oh, he certainly made it harder for himself. That is a real close call.
5 balls left. One of these men will walk away a winner, and one will be extremely disappointed.
And we still have no idea which one it's going to be, how it's going to go. Can Reyes dig himself out of the hole he's put himself in here?
What a match.
Oh, it's had everything, hasn't it? Reyes has overcooked it, but has he got away with it, or has it stuck its nose out?
No, it stuck its nose out.
More than its nose, I think.
Crosby.
He may take this on.
Of course.
He has to, doesn't he?
Yeah. This is not the tough shot. The next shot's the tough shot.
What about you, Jerry? I got sweaty palms watching it. glad I'm not playing it.
I know I'm more nervous than either one of those guys.
Well, if he's got the temperament for the big stage, this is where we find out.
Yeah, this is the shot right here. Can he hold it together for this?
No, missed it by a mile.
You know, he got out of his pace on that shot. He rushed it.
He's done that twice in this match, and it's going to cost him the whole thing.
Well, it's not over yet.
You were saying?
Well, now it may be.
You tell these fans this one isn't over. You tell Tony Crosby it's not over. Can we have a little bet on that, Jerry, please?
No.
I'll get your money quick.
No.
It's been a great match. It's been wonderful entertainment. Somehow, Efren Reyes is going to get out of it with the win. Goodness knows how.
I've seen easier outs. He's still got to really control that cue ball. Boy, oh boy.
Well, you won't need us to tell you if this 9-ball goes down. You'll hear from the reaction.
Can you believe it? He's going to fluke it in the side. No, he's not. Tony Crosby has to make one more shot. He was ready to throw that towel on the table. He was ready to concede that shot. I wonder why he did not.
How could you script this?
You know what? If I were Tony Crosby, I'd take a break right now. I would take a break and walk away from this table.
Quiet, please. Quiet.
The last ball of the last rack. And it's still not over. It is now.
It is now. Tony Crosby has defeated the tournament favorite, Efren Reyes.
In a match that had absolutely everything you could want.
What unbelievable joy must be going through this man's heart right now.
He must have thought he'd thrown it away twice.
Absolutely.
Reyes coming up with the most extraordinary error right at the finish.
Oh, let's take another look at some of these shots.
We've nailed down the coffin lid on Tony Crosby, and then Efren Reyes does that. And even then you thought he might have fluked it.
Efren couldn't believe it. I'm going to have to ask him if that ball skidded. It looked like that ball skidded.
And Crosby's trying to keep his heart in his chest watching that. Where's it going to end up?
Oh, what emotion we have had in this match.
You can't get any better than that.
Oh, don't you wish they were all like this?
Well, absolutely wonderful, wonderful stuff. In the context of the group stages, though, it's Tony Crosby in great shape in Group 2. He comes out with an 8-7 win. And Efren Reyes had better win his next match, otherwise he may be packing his cues and heading for home.